This morning we are visiting Pollsmoor Correctional Facility in Cape Town. A strange place you might think for us to be this morning, but when you look at God's Word, where it says Christ came to give us freedom, we recognize that we have more in common with those incarcerated in our prisons. You see, without Christ in our lives, we are captives of the heart.
My heart for the inmates just grew and grew to the extent that I thought, well, how can we reach more inmates? And we thought, well, what about broadcasting music through the intercom system? And that's literally how we started. We put in a proposal, cut a long story short, we eventually got the gap and started broadcasting with a little CD Walkman.
It's very positive because you're in your room and there's this just messages flowing through your speaker. It's touched me because there are so many messages that really just affect us, and it encourages us, it builds us up because it's things that you think about.
Restorative justice is about the broken relationships caused by crime, and that broken relationships needs to be addressed. The ministry is about the outreach to inmates, the outreach to the ex-inmates, those being released as a follow-up. We also reach out to the correctional officials of Pollsmoor, and we also reach out to the families of the inmates and the victims of crime through restorative justice. That is the 5 areas of involvement in this ministry of Hope Prison Ministry.
The program called Restorative Justice for giving me the opportunity to make things right again. There they give you the opportunity to meet with your victims and to ask their forgiveness or to say that you're sorry. Because if I must really say to you today that it was never my intentions to hurt. And I believe that this program also that we're on, and I want to ask for those that's watching today, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that was involved in the scheme. I need the healing to begin for us to come together, and I want to invite them that whilst I'm here, that they must come.
My principle is about change is possible, but change begins with me. So it's not about talking, it's about the action.
God is able not only to forgive, but also to restore and to make whole.
We are all convicts, whether we are condemned to be locked up in prison by the courts or sitting in a church feeling condemned by sin. Christ came to set us free.
I'd like to challenge you this morning, because there are people in prison who are free. Christ has made them free. And yet there are people outside of prison who seem to be in bondage in the prison of pride and jealousy and all kinds of ungodly behavior.
I hope that beyond your place of captivity, you find the miracle of true freedom.